Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The Bangor Rams, the Lawrence Bulldogs. Bangor on top, 24-14. And as you see the Lawrence crowd, we'll take a look at the Lawrence Bulldogs stats in the first half. Anthony Boudreau leading the way, 9 carries with 43 yards. Brock Lawrence, 7 carries, 16 yards and a touchdown. And of course, Ben Violet, 3 of 9, 55 yards, the 1 touchdown. That was completed to Perkins for the 1 catch, 16 yards. Bangor led obviously on the ground by the junior Lonnie Hackett, 10 carries, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that's an average of 14.6 yards per carry. Adam Billings, 5 carries of 44 yards, and of course he had the fumble return for a touchdown to start this game, and that's where Bangor got 24, adding on the field goal. Bangor Lawrence has been a tale of 2 quarters. Bangor put up 17 in the very first quarter to go up 17 to nothing. That second quarter, however, Lawrence outscored them 14-7. As we start the third, Lucas, what do you think Coach Hersom said to the Bulldogs in that locker room?
I think he just told his kids to keep it up. We saw them come alive in the second quarter there. Their offense finally found a little bit of a rhythm. Defensively, they've been put in a few tough spots, but I don't think they want to stray too far from the game plan right now. It's a 10-point football game. Just keep doing the things they're doing. Maybe try to execute better in the run game, but they're having success throwing the football, and that's a plus for them. So, I think they just want to keep the rhythm that they've established in the second quarter into the second half here.
For Bangor, your head coach Mark Hackett, you've got the 2-time defending Eastern Mainz champions and a team that has not lost their regular season game in 2 years with their backs against the wall. To start the third quarter, you start with the ball, and I'm sure Bangor is going to look to strike early here in the third, try to put a little more pressure on Lawrence. Dearborn will kick off. Billings, Hackett deep to return. Kick is going to be fielded by Hackett at the 15, crosses the 20 to the 25. He gets a good block there, up across the 30 before being brought down at the 35. In there on the tackle for Lawrence was number 33, Christian Powers. So Joe Sacaricia leads the team on the field now for Bangor. 1st and 10 from their own 40, and they have a 10-point lead. Sacaricia scanning the defense. He's got 2 wide with Billings and Hackett in the backfield. Pembroke on the near side. The give is to Hackett up the middle, and he crosses the 40, 45. He makes a good cut, spun and dropped down at the 44, and that's going to be close to a first down.
I like the push that the Bangor offensive line's giving Hackett. They're giving him holes to run through, and he just hits the hole so quick that he's through the hole in about 1 second. He's already under the backers, already under the secondary. And when he gets there, he's as dangerous. That's where he's at his most dangerous, making cuts and using his speed to get to the edge.
And Bangor looking at a 2nd and 2. And again on the near side this time with Pembroke on the far side. They give to Hackett. He tries to go forward. Close to a first down. We'll see where they spot the ball here. Of course, the Lawrence defense is saying, no, we didn't get it. And we'll see where they spot it. It's going to be very close.
I think one of the differences from last year to this year with Hackett is we saw last year he got the ball as a sophomore, but it was a lot of sweeps, tosses to the outside, using his speed to get to the edge. Now this year the Rams are using him not only for that, but in short yardage situations to pick up the tough yards, and that's a testament to his progression from last year. He's becoming a more all-around back. He's a complete back now, and he can run with power too.
Hackett now 12 carries on the day. The pitch to Billings, he's going to cross up the 50, the 45, up to the 40, hit and brought down at the 38-yard line.
Good job here by Billings on the carry, getting to the outside, making a few moves, weaving in and out of traffic, finally getting to the edge and putting on the burners, picking up a good chunk of yardage, moving the chains inside Lawrence territory here. And early in the second half, Bangor wasting no time. They're in business here.
So a 22-yard gain there for Adam Billings. And Bangor moving it down the field on the ground once again. Give this time is to Billings. He's going to get up to the 30, brought down for a gain of 3. That's his 7th carry on the game is there for Billings. Billings now up to 69 yards.
Brock Lawrence coming up from the cornerback spot, making hits. You always love to see that as a coach. You expect your linebackers and your defensive linemen to make hits, but whenever you see your secondary stepping up and plugging holes, it's that much more better for your defense, and Coach Hersom has to love that out of his team right now.
And now, as you see, Bangor coming up to the line. That's Hennigan on the near side, Pembroke on the far side, Billings and Hackett in the backfield. The give is going to be to Hackett. He breaks to the outside, breaks one tackle, and he breaks another tackle, and he's hauling a guy with him. And he's going to be fumbled. Lawrence says they fumbled it, and they say they have it.
There was a fumble on the play.
And Lawrence does have it.
Recovered by Lawrence.
Big play there for the Lawrence defense. Bangor was having success running the football, driving it down on them, getting inside Lawrence territory. Lawrence defense steps up, forces a fumble, recovers it, and now they're bringing their offense out on the field now. Good way to start the half if you're the Lawrence defense, and holding Bangor scores on their first drive, creating a turnover. That's what you got to do as a defense, and making plays for their offense right now, helping out their offense a little bit.
So now it's up to the Lawrence offense to try to get something going. Violet back under center for the Bulldogs. The give this time is going to be given to number 22. That's Cody Riox. He must be in there now for Boudreaux, as Boudreaux got injured his last time in there.
Tackled by number 45, Stephen Zachary. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
And now we're seeing a 2nd and 7. Give this time is to Lawrence along the far side. He's going to muscle forward for a gain of about 6 on the play.
Carry by Brock Lawrence, kept by Bangor's Nate Hennigan, with help from Nate Lewis.
It's going to be tough with Lawrence running the ball, because every time I say Lawrence, I'm thinking, oh, the whole team's running the ball. And with that, we're going to take a break. We'll be back. 9:22 to go here in the third quarter. Bangor 24, Lawrence 14.
For all your canvas needs, go to Bangor Canvas, where they've been doing canvas better since 1990. Give them a call at 941-6453 or visit them at their new location at 100 Dowd Road in Bangor. When quality matters, give Da Vinci Signs a call at 848-2234 or visit them at 21 White Pine Avenue, Route 2 in Herman, or you can check them out at davincisigns.net. High school football, brought to you by Page Employment and Seaboard Security.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The Bangor Rams and the Lawrence Bulldogs. As Violet's going to drop back to pass, looking, he's got a man, it's going to be passed and completed. And the completion was to Josh Dearborn, a hit and fumble. And now it's going to get interesting because a flag was thrown on the play.
I think the flag might be a holding penalty against Lawrence. Looks like this play might stand. Usually when you see a flag in that vicinity, it's a hold. Lawrence coming out throwing the football like we expected him to do. Ball security, though, has been an issue for both teams
Ball
today.
Start. It is going to be declined, and Bangor capitalizes on a turnover here. So Bangor turns it over, now Lawrence turns it over. I want to thank some more of our sponsors. Page Employment, matching people to jobs since 1945. Need a job, no fees. Call Page Employment, 991-9615. Seaboard Security, providing uniform security guards to main company since 1988. Security you can trust. Carefree Window and Siding for all your window, siding, and roofing needs. Everyone at Carefree wishes you a successful season. And Da Vinci Signs, when quality matters, located at the Pinewood Business Park in Herman. With that timeout by Lawrence, we'll take a break too. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The Bangor Rams, the Lawrence Bulldogs, as the handoff is to Hackett here. And Hackett's going to go forward for a gain of about 4 on the play. I'd like to thank our executive producers, Bill and Jerry Baxter, the executive director, Eric Baxter, unit production manager, Scott Baxter, and our camera crew, Eric and Pam Baxter. And the pitch to Billings this time along the near side, up across the 45, going to be hit and pushed back to the 46. So a gain of 1 or 2 on the play here. We'll see where they spot the ball.
I like the Lawrence defense right now. A lot of guys swarming to the football, getting a lot of helmets on the ball carrier. Gang tackling is something that is a point of emphasis for every coach. I know Coach Hersom loves that. Getting everyone flying to the football, that's a staple of this Lawrence defense, is their speed. They're going to get everyone to the football and make tackles.
And Sacaricia back under center here. Bangor skating with Pembroke in motion. All the way to the far side, give to Billings. Up the middle, he's going to be close to a first down. We'll be close to see what they get here. Looks like he's going to get about 2 on the play, maybe 3. Looks like they're going to give him the 3. He's still going to be a yard short here. We'll see what Mark Hackett does here, if he goes for it or if he's just going to punt it away. He's showing a punt formation, but we have seen in the past they have pulled fake punts. Only a yard away here. Interesting note here, Sacaricia was in, and now we have a whistle and a flag.
I think that might take away any possibility of a fake. Now it's going to be about 4th and 6. That's a costly penalty. You never know. Maybe Bangor did have something up their sleeve with a fake, but now they're certainly, without question, they will be punting.
That was an interesting maneuver there. I mean, you could tell that they had, people still on the field. And the punt, a great punt there. It's going to take a bounce at the 20. It's going to be down at the 22, and Lawrence will come back on the field, trailing 24-14. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
Hey Dad, you need a new quality jewelers commercial.
Do you have any ideas?
Well, since you asked. Wait a minute. If I buy these diamond earrings for someone, you'll credit me the full price towards a bigger pair years from now when I have a job?
Yes,
Even if they're just a little bigger?
definitely.
Dad, that's a no-brainer.
During our lifetime, priorities change, and we begin to seek out products that enhance our lives. We move and we grow and come to realize what's truly important. We begin to understand the value of our time and see the results of investing wisely. Priorities change, standards don't. Paradigm Windows of Portland, Maine. Window solutions for life.
Available from Carefree Window and Siding Company. Call 989-4260. Security. You know what it means. And now you know where to find it. Seaboard. If you're responsible for a school, business, healthcare facility, or any other organization, the only word you need to know when it comes to keeping your facility secure is Seaboard. Because your students, customers, patients, employees, all the people who depend on you can depend on us. You just have to remember one word: Seaboard.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The Bangor Rams, the Lawrence Bulldogs. As Bangor leading here for 24-14. The give is off to Lawrence this time. Along the far side, he's going to go forward for a gain of about 4 on the play. Lawrence seems to be getting a majority of the handoffs now.
Yeah, with Boudreaux out now and Lawrence is going to be their feature guy, I expect the Bulldogs to continue trying to work the pass game. They've had success. We saw them come out last drive throwing the football, and they completed the pass a pretty good chunk of yardage before the fumble. So that's been a strong point of their offense right now. The strongest point actually has been their passing game, so I expect them to stick with it.
And now, Violet. We're going to see another handoff again here by Lawrence. Along the near side, going to be close to a first down here. Cody Rio is going to get the first down and picks up about 4 on the play. As we mentioned earlier, Lawrence is the 2-time defending Eastern Maine champion last year, losing in the state title game to Bonnie Eagle, who, Lucas, as you mentioned earlier, they're getting national rankings now.
Yeah, they're ranked number 4 in all of the Eastern Coast United States. Pretty impressive when you think about all the high school football teams out there in the nation. And
Lawrence running along the outside, but Dylan Casey Koval there for the tackle. And I'm sure that his grandfather liked the tackle, but I'm sure he wasn't proud to see him tackle down one of the Lawrence players on that play.
yeah, bittersweet, I guess, but like you said, that'll probably be a topic of discussion come Thanksgiving.
And now we're looking at a 2nd and 9 with 5:20 to go here, third quarter, Bangor and Lawrence. And what has been a battle the past few years, Bangor looking to get the better half right now. The pass is thrown, completed, and that pass was completed to Perkins.
Nice touch there on the throw by Violet. He rolls out to his left against his body as well. He hits Matt Perkins on the throw, drops it right over the linebacker. Very nice touch on the pass there from Violet.
Bangor now. The defense is finding that they're having a hard time to really rely on the defense on the pass defense. And Lawrence is really starting to see that they can throw the ball around here against Bangor. Only the one interception that Violet's thrown, but he's keeping his composure back there, and he's throwing some pretty good passes. Handoff to Lawrence here. Lawrence trying to get out to the first down line. Not going to do it. Two consecutive carries there by Lawrence, and he has not gained a yard. And now they might give him a better spot here. This spot might benefit Lawrence.
Yeah, it looks like a generous spot too. I thought he might have got stopped a little bit shorter than that. Are they going to bring out the sticks? They are.
I'm going to say he's got it this time. I think he may have it, barely, but I think he's going to have the first down.
See, I would have said he wouldn't have got it, and if I'm wrong 2 times in a row.
And as you see, Eric Baxter, our cameraman up top here, is getting a good view, and they did give him a good spot, and that is a first down.
Good call, Adam. I would have guessed he was short again, but picked it up.
So now Lawrence has got the first down, and they are going to keep moving the ball down the field here. We'll see if the Bangor defense can step up big. Mark Hackett, no doubt's got to be proud of his team out there right now. They've done a great job controlling this Lawrence offense, which has put up some points. Violet back to pass, airing it up deep down the field. It's got a man. It's going to be incomplete, and there's the flag. And that one is going to be questionable here. I didn't think that Sacarici got him, but
I think that could easily have gone both ways. Looks like they might call it on Sacarici here, but could have easily been offensive pass interference. The ball was a little bit underthrown. Anytime that happens, is going to be a little mix-up in the
and as
in
you
the
saw
play, and it was on Bangor.
Sacarici, he put his hands out to the sides, and I'm not touching him, but
maybe I think they're going to call him because he didn't look back. He didn't turn back to locate the football. Might call him for face guarding there. It's going to be a big first down, though, for Lawrence.
And one of the good things is, unlike when you get up to the bigger leagues, you're not going to get the ball at the spot of the foul. So Bangor will catch a break there, but I'm sure Mark Hacken doesn't like the penalties, and Lawrence now is catching a break. 4:06 to go, 24-14.
And other than that penalty, Bangor's played a very disciplined game so far. I think that's definitely the most costly penalty so far. Hackett's got to be pleased with the discipline his team's showing right now.
And now, Lawrence trying to chip away at this 10-point Bangor lead. They established it early, and Lawrence has been playing catch-up ever since. Violet under center, hands the ball off on the near side. He tries to get past his block, and he's met and hit hard there is Rio, as he's brought down hard by Anthony Sullivan.
See a swarm of Bangor defenders getting to the football. They're big up front. Sullivan and number 78, Andrew Logan, in on the tackle there. They got a solid defensive line right now, and they've played impressively today. Like we said earlier, the secondary's been a little susceptible, but up front, Bangor's been very good.
There's Rio now. That was his third carry. I can see Boudreaux on the sideline, so got to be wondering what's going on there, as you know he was the big ball carrier early on. And there is another flag. Bangor coming in with a sack, but I'm thinking this one might be a face mask.
I think they're going to throw the face mask on on Hennigan there, but a good job getting into the backfield, making the sack. Good hustle play. As a coach, that's not really a penalty you get upset with, because Hennigan made a great play, great hustle play. Just one of those things as part of the game.
So Hennigan gets flagged for the face mask. Now Lawrence is going to get a good field position here, and we'll see what's going to transpire from this. Now, as you can see, it was only 5 yards from the end of the play instead of from the line of scrimmage, and you can hear the Lawrence fans not too happy with that call. In the Pine Tree Conference this year, standing-wise, it's very wide open right now, with Lawrence, Skowhegan, Edward Little, and Lewiston all undefeated. Brunswick, Bangor, Brewer, and Mount Ararat all at 1-1. So early playoff implications on the line in a game like this already. And we have another penalty. And this one's going to be on, I believe, Lawrence. And it is dead ball, an offsides call on Lawrence. So they picked up some yards on the face mask, and now they're going to bring it back 5 yards on the offsides.
We've seen it all game from Lawrence. They've been moving the ball. They're moving the ball fairly well, but then costly penalties just they're kind of moving in reverse with these penalties, and penalties will kill you if you have too many. Usually the team that commits the least amount of penalties and turns the ball over the least is going to win. Lawrence has turned the ball over a few times today, and they've had a lot of costly penalties, and they're down 10 points right now.
So Violet's going to keep it to the outside, looking like the option, but he's going to keep it himself, running up the middle. He's going to be hit and brought down there by number 58, Yori Tracy.
Third and long now for the Lawrence Bulldogs. They've had success throwing the ball. You got to believe Violet's going to drop back to pass here and try to convert this third down. And if they can, they're going to be in good position to maybe score another touchdown. They're already in Bangor territory, so this is a key drive for Lawrence right now.
3rd and 13. We're just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Handoff is going to be to Lawrence. Lawrence busts to the outside. If he breaks the tackle, he's got room on the outside still. Dragging him in with him across the 25. Pushed out of bounds at the 22. And there is a flag on the play. We'll see what this is going to be.
Excellent effort there by Brock Lawrence. Initially, it looked like he might have been taken down for a loss. Sticks with the play, keeps his legs moving, bounces to the outside, finds some daylight, and picks up the first down, barring this penalty.
Block in the back on Lawrence.
And it's going to come back.
And what seems to be the trend here for the Bulldogs, which they can't be too happy about, is the big plays are being negated by penalties.
We've seen it all game. It happens there again. What would have been a huge third down conversion for the Bulldogs turns into yet another penalty. They're going to move him back. 3rd and long now. Anxious to see if they just run the football and punt, or maybe they take a shot deep. They got some big targets on the outside. Number 88, Brooks Spalding, 6'3", 200. Number 7, Matt Perkins, 6'2", 190. So they have favorable matchups on the outside. We'll just see if they throw the ball or not.
Well, at 3rd and 10 from the 40, I'm going to say at this point, if you're Lawrence, you're in 4-down territory.
I certainly think it's 4-down territory.
Down
I
by
certainly think
10.
they're going to be throwing the ball.
Violet's going to fake the handoff to Lawrence. He gets a good block. Violet running on the near side, crosses the 40, the 35. A big block. A huge block by Lawrence. Number 24, Jesse Longstreet. He unleashed a huge block, which freed up Violet for that 1st down.
You heard the crowd's reaction to the block. I think that said it all. It was a great block. Sprung Violet for the 1st down. Big play there by Violet picking that up, and a great block on the outside.
A big carry there, Violet.
Anytime these two teams meet, that's what you're going to see. A lot of hard hitting, a lot of contact, and huge hit right there.
So 1st and 10 from the 25 now for Lawrence. The handoff is to Brock Lawrence along the far side. He gains a couple of yards before being brought down. So a 2-yard carry there for Lawrence.
Tackle by Billings, who helps to keep the football.
Adam Billings in there on the tackle along with Koval. 1:20 to go, 3rd quarter. It's been a scoreless one, as Bangor and the Bulldogs of Lawrence battling here week 3 in the PTC Class A schedule. Violet hands the ball off, and up the middle for Lawrence is Jesse Longstreet. Picks up a couple. And now we are now looking at a 3rd and 5 inside of 40 seconds to go. 3rd quarter, Lawrence trailing by 10, 24-14. Violet drop backs to pass. He's going to keep it. Now he's going to throw it. He's got a man and bat it away. Tyler Pembroke.
Good play there by Pembroke. I like the look by Violet, scrambling around, keeping his eyes downfield. Oftentimes at this level, when the quarterback gets outside the tackle, he's thinking only run. Violet got outside the tackle, he kept his eyes downfield, looked to throw the ball. Great play by Pembroke to break it up.
Once again, he was looking for that big target in Perkins. Unable to complete it this time, but he's really going for the big targets. Perkins and Spalding have been the 2 big targets for Violet. So 4th and 5, a big stance here for Bangor. Violet back to pass. Here comes the rush. He's got it up. And it is caught. A touchdown.
Wow.
What a play there. Nate Perkins pulls it in double coverage for the touchdown.
Looked kind of like a desperation throw for Violet on 4th down. You just want to put the ball up. Last thing you want to do on 4th down is take a sack, and you see the benefits there. Just puts the ball up, gives his wideout an opportunity to make a play. A great play, great catch in traffic there by Perkins for his 2nd touchdown of the day. And now Lawrence, with this extra point, is going to make it a 3-point game here, and they're right back in it. Great play by Violet. An even better play on the reception by Perkins.
Bad snap, Violet. Going to be brought down, so that's a big play there.
Might have spoke
for
too soon on the
Bangor.
extra point. Nonetheless, Lawrence climbing back into this game with a big touchdown connection there from Violet to Perkins, their 2nd of the day. And that's just what you want to see if you're Coach Herson.
So with that, we're going to take a break. Bangor 24, Lawrence 20. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The Bangor Rams, the Lawrence Bulldogs, 24-20 in favor of Bangor. And that kick's going to go out of bounds. And I'm sure Lawrence did not want to do that.
Not after scoring a big touchdown like that, climbing back into the game. Now what they do is they give Bangor good field position yet again. It's just not something you want to see. There are a lot of mistakes right now from Lawrence, and you got to figure if they've could cut down on even half of the mistakes they've made today, they might be in the lead right now.
So good field position once again for Bangor,
Kicking violation.
as
against
they're going to
Lawrence.
start at the 35.
Bangor will take the ball. 1st and 10. At their own 35.
And here we go, Sacaricia, the sophomore, put in a big spot now for Bangor. Try to calm the momentum that Lawrence has brought upon itself here. Billings, Hackett in the backfield, and 3 wide. The give is to Billings up the middle for a gain of about 1 on the play.
Tackled by number 53.
And if you're Bangor, you can hear the crowd over there. They're starting to get into it, and now the Lawrence defense is really starting to get into it. And that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's the start of the 4th. Bangor 24, Lawrence 20. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
When you have an important point to make, don't clutter up the ad with all sorts of extra information. If Page Employment doesn't charge workers a fee, then we should just say that. Page Employment doesn't charge workers a fee. No fee. There, we said it.
Log Home's 4-star promise to design the dream home that's perfect for you and your family, to ensure your home will be built with materials of the highest quality and durability and offered at a fair price, to deliver a complete easy build package with more of what you need, like Anderson windows, Owens Corning shingles, and Morgan doors, to provide factory direct expert assistance every step of the way for as long as you own your home.
Come visit us in Kandaskag and we'll help build your dreams with our experience.
For 30 years, Bangor families have had their eyeglass prescriptions filled at Bangor Optical Center on Mount Hope Avenue in Bangor. You will always find licensed opticians on duty at Bangor Optical Center, offering a tremendous selection of styles, and with the Bangor Optical Best Price Guarantee, you will be wearing the eyeglasses you need at the best price. Quality, value, service, and style. It's Bangor Optical Center, 336 Mount Hope Avenue in Bangor.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. The Bangor Rams, the Lawrence Bulldogs, they hand off to Hackett for a gain of 2 on the play.
I think this is something you're going to see out of Bangor in the 4th quarter here. They're going to try to eat up a lot of clock here. They're running the football. You're going to see a heavy dose of Billings and Hackett here. Just try to control the clock, not do too much. Try to run the football and dictate the pace that the rest of this game is going to go at here.
24-20 is the score. 3rd and 4 for the Rams, a key 3rd down for Bangor. Sacaricia dropping back to pass. He's got a screen pass completed to Billings. 1st down and more for Billings.
Big time 3rd down conversion there for the Rams. They needed that. Keep the drive going, eat up more clock, move the chains. Good job by Sacaricia there off the play action, rolling out, delivering a very catchable ball, an accurate pass to Billings. Nice, easy pitch and catch for the 1st down.
Billings' 2nd catch on the day. And Bangor moved the chains, like you said, now inside, just about inside of 11 minutes now. Bangor hanging on to that 4-point lead. Sacaricia, the handoff to Hackett. He goes forward, lunges for a gain of about 4 on the play. Hackett just carried number 16 on the day. And that's 177 yards on the 16 carries for Lonnie Hackett.
Lawrence has done a good job this half keeping Hackett in check. So far, I think that might have been a point of emphasis in the locker room, trying to contain him.
The pitch to Hackett again, the near side, the 45, up to the 40. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down.
That's where Hackett's at his best, when he gets to the outside on the pitches and the sweeps. Just able to use his speed to get to the sticks and move the chains yet again. Another Bangor 1st down. And now they're in Lawrence territory, in business here, looking to put up a few more points, eat up some clock, and put the Lawrence Bulldogs in a tough spot.
If you're Coach Hersom, you need to get a stop here. And if you're Bangor, just keep doing what you're doing. Let the clock run down. Whistle and a timeout, Bangor, with 10:10 to go. You want to thank some more of our sponsors. Quality Jewelers. At Quality Jewelers, it's not just a name. They have five experienced in-house jewelers to handle all your repairs and custom design needs. They also have specialize in quality, ideal cut diamonds without the chain store prices. 57 at Washington Street in Bangor. As you saw the Rams there. And now you see Lawrence. They're going over there. Their plans here, 10:10 to go, and in a very entertaining game. Bangor dominates the first quarter. Lawrence outscores Bangor in the second. The third quarter was about even with Lawrence scoring late. And now it comes all down to the fourth quarter for all the marbles. Lawrence has not lost a game in the regular season in 2 years. They have a lot riding on it here. Bangor lost 5 consecutive games to Lawrence, so Bangor obviously wants to take them away. Almost a full moon. Things are starting to line up here for teams.
I think if you're Coach Hersom, you're in the huddle, you're telling your defense, make a big stop here. This is a huge series right now. You know, it's not, Bangor's only at the 40-yard line, so they're not yet in scoring position here. It's not too late for this Lawrence defense to buckle down and make a stop.
Pembroke in motion. Handoff to Hackett, and Hackett is hit and dropped and brought back a loose ball, and they're going to say it was dead.
Initially, he bounced off the first tackler as he has done all game, but a good job by number 20, Tyler Ashland, coming up, delivering the pop, stopping him for no gain on the play, and it's second down now.
And this right here is what people thought would be possibly another Eastern Maine title match, which if it was, it would be for the third time in 3 years
certainly
that it was going to happen.
These teams have certainly been the cream of the crop of the Pine Tree Conference the past couple years. And looks like these teams are going to be there right until the end this year too.
Everything runs on Crabtree points. This would be a huge win for Bangor. Hackett goes forward again for a gain of 4. Hackett did have the fumble in the third, so obviously Hackett's hoping to hang on to that ball a little bit tighter.
Yardage coming a little bit tougher for Hackett here in the second half, not breaking the big gains like he was in the first half, but yet still effective running the football, gaining positive yards, helping Bangor move the sticks, and more importantly, eat up clock. I think that's their main priority right now. Just eat up clock, make Bangor drive the length of the field with little time left on the clock, and put in the hands of your defense, which has come up big for you all game.
3rd and 7 from their Lawrence 37. We'll see if they run another screen pass again. 2 in the backfield, 1 on the far side, a whistle and a flag. Lawrence is clapping on their side, so they're going to say it's on Bangor. And delay of game against Bangor.
That's a big penalty now because it goes from a 3rd and 7, which isn't too bad. Now it's a 3rd and long, 3rd and 12 situation for Bangor. If you're the secondary from Lawrence, you've got to be expecting pass here. And if you're Bangor, you know, that could be a drive killer, that penalty there.
Amazing how quick the momentum has shifted in this game. Bangor now looking at 3rd and 11 from the 42. Lawrence, the defense, is going to be up big here. The sideline of Lawrence getting into it now, and their fans are getting into it. As it's a long 3rd and 11. 8:40 to go, 4th quarter, Bangor leads by 4. And we have another whistle, and it's a timeout, Bangor. And Bangor didn't like what they saw out there, and they burn another timeout. With that timeout, we'll take the timeout. You're watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.
For all your canvas needs, go to Bangor Canvas, where they've been doing canvas better since 1990. Give them a call at 941-6453 or visit them at their new location at 100 Dowd Road in Bangor. When quality matters, give Da Vinci Signs a call at 848-2234 or visit them at 21 White Pine Avenue, Route 2 in Herman, or you can check them out at davincisigns.net.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. And what I would say is a pretty packed house here at Cameron Stadium. The fans lining up along the fence on the Lawrence side. The side here on Bangor pretty well packed as well. There's a crowd on Lawrence side getting into it. They made the trip up. And here we go. Pembroke in motion. A huge play for Bangor. Sacaricia fakes it. He puts it up deep down the field. Incomplete. Pass intended for number 42, Hartley of Bangor, and that brings up 4th and 11.
Just overthrown on the pass play right here. You see they brought Pembroke in motion down the line to the left side. I think trying to maybe distract the Lawrence defense. Maybe drag some players down to the near side here and take a shot to the opposite side. But Lawrence wasn't fooled. They stayed home and they made the throw tough for Sacarici to complete.
The snap there by Bangor, the kick by Hennigan. It's going to be fielded and dropped. Picked up at the 10 though. Here comes Lawrence, breaks a tackle, the 30, 35, and brought down at the 36. A big return there by the Bulldogs by Christian Powers. I knew it was Christian, I couldn't find his last name. So Lawrence, the big return there. And now the momentum has shifted. It's really started shifting, like you said, Lucas, about the second quarter.
Yeah.
Bangor cushioned themselves early,
Yeah,
and Lawrence has slowly chipped away. Now they're knocking on the door.
Absolutely. Bangor got a lot of points in the first quarter, gave themselves a cushion, a little bit of room for error, and but since then, Lawrence has had the momentum, and they've been in business here.
Handoff is to Lawrence. He breaks up across the 40, brought down at the 45, still going up across the 50 to the 49.
This Lawrence team right now is pumped up. Nice tough run there by Brock Lawrence on the carry, keeping his legs moving the pile. Defenders on his back, not giving up, picking up a big first down, and you can kind of see it right now. Lawrence has a ton of energy right now. They got a lot of momentum. The Bangor defense looks kind of deflated right now, and it's not the time to give in right now if you're Bangor. 8 minutes left in the game. You still got the lead. You've been leading all game. It's time to step up and make a stop here.
You can tell the momentum shifted when you can hear the Lawrence crowd over the Bangor crowd. Handoff given there to number 33, Christian Powers. And Powers, he picks up close to a first down. Lawrence bringing in more speed. Bangor trying to keep up with him here.
We've seen Lawrence utilize go to a lot of different guys to help keeping the guys fresh, to rotating guys in. Obviously the injury to Boudreau hurt him, but it hasn't let him slow down. They're using a lot of different guys, mixing it up, keeping their legs fresh, and Bangor's defense looks pretty tired right now. It looks like they can't keep up with the speed of Lawrence.
Key right now for Lawrence is they haven't picked up that big penalty on a big play. First down and more for Lawrence. As carrying at that time was number 9 for Lawrence.
We see what Lawrence can do when they avoid the penalty, when they avoid shooting themselves in the foot. They move the ball very effectively. They've been doing it this drive, avoiding the penalty. If you're Lawrence, you just got to hope you can continue that. And
as you see the Lawrence sideline, they're getting fired up over there. Noise with the carry on there. Get the first down. 1st and 10 from Bangor's 38, 6:55 to go. The clock is the biggest Bangor friend right now. Whistle and a flag.
Well, we just talked about it. Just talked about trying to avoid penalties. This is going to go against Lawrence. We might have jinxed him. I don't know, but
it's a dead ball. Staying away of proper equipment prior to the snap.
That's a costly penalty for Lawrence. You just can't afford to keep moving backwards when you're running the ball and you're moving the ball as effectively as they are. You just can't afford these penalties.
Penalty penalty is going to go against Lawrence, and that's going to bring him up at 1st and 15. This has been a slugfest. Bangor hit Lawrence with its best shot, and Lawrence hit Bangor with theirs, and now they're toe-to-toe with 6:51 to go, 24-20.
It's been a great game so far.
Violet rolling out to pass, keeps it himself up the middle. Still going, brought down at the 30.
Right
Up
off the play fake
13
here,
yard
Violet fakes a few times, rolls out, sees a seam, and just tucks the ball away. He was going to pick up it was first down. That's a good play. I like the play. Heads up, picking up yardage when it's there. Second down now, manageable second down. Second and 2, they got a lot of options here. They can go back to the pass. They can run, pick up an easy first down. Good play, good heads up play there by Violet.
13-yard carry. Lawrence offense pushing the ball down the field. The handoff this time is to Powers along the far side, across the 20, brought down at about the 19. And you can just feel the momentum shifting here as Lawrence is pushing the ball down the field.
Yeah, we're on the Bangor sideline right now, and they got the Lawrence fans outnumbered probably 3-1, but the Lawrence faithful making their presence known, and a good carry there by Powers, picking up the first down, moving the chains yet again. Now they're moving it. Now they're close to the red zone. And if Bangor punches it in, if Lawrence can punch it in here, they have the lead for the first time in the game. Bangor's going to have about 5 minutes to try to do something on offense here.
Here we go. Violet's going to keep it himself. Looks like an option play. There's the pitch. The fumble recovered by Bangor. Bangor picks up the fumble, but we have a flag. A flag on the play, and we talked about it earlier, Lucas. The pitch on the option is the most dangerous thing to do.
Yeah, I think right there, number 32 was the running back, Brock Lawrence. He might have been a little bit too close to Violet on the pitch there. The play's going to stand, and that's devastating if you're Lawrence. You're driving the ball, having success running the football, have all the momentum in the world, and then a costly error like that. You can't emphasize ball security enough. We've seen a lot of turnovers from both sides this game, and none more costly than that one by Lawrence. Huge play for the Bangor defense coming up there.
So Bangor will take over at the 19, but they need to move the ball. There's still plenty of time to go. If Lawrence can get a quick 3 and out, they should start with good field position. Handoff is to Billings up the middle for a gain of about 3 on the play. I don't like the effort of Bangor and Lawrence tonight.
Gain of a couple, 2nd and 8.
Bangor looking at a 2nd and 8 now. From the 23, they're not in any hurry to get up to that line. They want to milk as much time as they possibly can here. That way, if they do have to punt, you don't give Lawrence any time. The handoff is to Hackett. He's hit and dropped right at the line. A big tackle there, made by Axel Hotham.
Tackle by Kenny Pilot.
And Kenny Pilot in there as well.
Big third down now here for the Lawrence defense. If they can make a stop, they're going to give their offense the ball back with about 4 minutes left on the clock. Still an opportunity to do something, but if Bangor's able to convert here, it might be the ball game. They'll be able to eat up a few more minutes, and it could seal the deal if they pick this up.
3rd and 4, and it's a pitch to Billings going forward, close to a first down, but I think he's going to come up about a yard short.
Big stop there for Lawrence. Looks like they're going to get the football back now. Like we talked about 4 minutes left. It's up to their offense now. They're going to have to avoid penalties. They're going to have to avoid mistakes. They're going to have to avoid the turnover, and if they can do that, they've moved the ball effectively. They've been able to execute, for the most part, pretty effectively today.
Now here's a big key. Earlier in the game, they had a bad snap, which will set up the first touchdown by Lawrence. You're in a rough shape here. You need a good snap if you're Bangor. Snap is a good one. The kick is up, and it's a pretty good kick.
Very good kick.
Bobbled at the 30, the 25, it's still loose. Lawrence picks it up, hit and drop, pushed back inside. That's a 22.
Beautiful punt. That punt was a booming punt. Pins Lawrence back inside their own 20-yard line. They got about 81 yards to go now with 4 minutes left. I talked about the hidden yardage earlier. You see right there, that's a huge punt there. Moving Lawrence back now, and You talked about special teams. If you can win in that phase of the game, if you can win 2 phases of the game, you're going to win. They've certainly had the better of Lawrence when it comes to special teams right there. You saw a big punt there. Now Lawrence has its work cut out for him here.
4:14 to go. The Bangor D back on the field. Violet back to pass. Throwing. Got a man. Almost intercepted. Tyler Pembroke almost took that one away.
Another flag on the play. Might be another hold on Lawrence.
There was a flag on the play.
Now is the time for Bangor. You've got Lawrence with their back against the wall, or as you should say, your back is on the ropes. It's time to deliver that knockout punch, and they have the chance here with 4:08 to go.
They got Lawrence backed up. Looks like they're going to be backed up even further here after this penalty. They got him on the ropes. They just got to finish the game off. They've been playing well all game. Now it's time to finish. It's time to prove that you're a capable team. You're one of the better teams in the conference. You got to finish this game. Bangor has a perfect opportunity to do that right now. And we talked about momentum. Lawrence had it. You see the turnover. Now Bangor's got a little bit of momentum here. It's a tough spot for this Lawrence offense.
Another costly penalty here for Lawrence. A block below the waist. And that's not just your normal 5-yard penalty. That's backing you up 10.
Very costly penalty. It remains first down, but it's first and long.
Excuse me, 15. That's backing you up 15, not 10.
First and 25 now for Lawrence. Never a good situation to be in.
There's the handoff to Lawrence up across the 12, brought down at about the 14, a gain of 4. Inside of 4 minutes to go, and now is when you pretty much open up the playbook.
I think you need to give Ben Violet an opportunity to make some plays in the air. He's had success today. He's thrown the ball well. And we've seen the Bangor secondary, they've been good against the run. The secondary's been a little bit weak. And if you're Coach Hersom, you got to give Violet an opportunity to maybe exploit it a little bit.
Violet looking to throw. Here comes the pressure D. He breaks free, puts it up. There's a man. Caught by Perkins, the 45. One man to beat. That was one of them. That was crazy.
That was a huge.
Describe that.
That was a huge play for Lawrence. Give credit to Ben Violet. He made the play. Initially, he was wrapped up in the backfield. He was able to squirm away. You see right here, sticks with the play. Instead of running it like most guys would do, he keeps his eyes downfield, finds his receiver, delivers a good pass. You gotta admire the poise right now and accuracy of Ben Violet. Just an excellent job from the quarterback position.
Perkins, 4 catches, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. The handoff to Powers, breaking free, the 45, 40, still on his feet. The third, about the 32-yard line.
Well, 2 big plays did it. They were backed up at their 9-yard line. Now they're inside the Bangor 45-yard line. In business now with 3 minutes left. The play by Violet and Perkins 2 plays ago was huge. Gets them out of a tough spot on 2nd and long.
And everyone was excited to see the Hersom kid leave. Well, now the Violet kid's here, and he's putting on quite the show here, keeping Lawrence in this game.
Well, he's
2:50 to go.
He's a senior. He's waited his turn. And the performance he's putting on today is very impressive.
Hand off to Powers again, up the middle. He breaks a tackle, breaks another one up across the 30, inside, down to the 22. Excuse me, Rio was the carry.
Bangor defense looks really tired right now. And we saw earlier in this drive, Bangor dropped an interception. We didn't know what effect that would have. It seemed irrelevant at the time. Bangor put Lawrence in a 1st and long situation. Now looking back at it now, that dropped interception could prove to be costly for Bangor.
Timeout Bangor. Be very interesting to see here with Hersom if the option comes back or if that has been taken out of the playbook here. Bangor is going to take the timeout. We'll take the timeout with it. 2:25 to go. Bangor 24, Lawrence 20.
Selection without service would be like sunshine without the warmth. Our jewelers have the experience and the tools to renew, repair, or even create jewelry with the warmth of real quality. We're Quality Jewelers. Browse in our new, larger location in Penobscot Plaza on Washington Street in Bangor.
During our lifetime, priorities change, and we begin to seek out products that enhance our lives. We move and we grow, and come to realize what's truly important. We begin to understand the value of our time and see the results of investing wisely. Priorities change, standards don't. Paradigm Windows of Portland, Maine. Window solutions for life.
Available from Carefree Window and Siding Company. Call 989-4260. Security. You know what it means. And now you know where to find it. Seaboard. If you're responsible for a school, business, healthcare facility, or any other organization, the only word you need to know when it comes to keeping your facility secure is Seaboard. Because your students, customers, patients, employees, all the people who depend on you can depend on us. You just have to remember one word: Seaboard.
Welcome back to the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week. We'll set it down like this. Lawrence came in not allowing a point all year. They've given up 24. Bangor leads 24-20 over the two-time defending Eastern Maine champions. The give to Lawrence. He busts forward across the 15, inside the 10, still going. And a whistle and blown down inside the 9-yard line.
Tough.
With 2:13 to go.
Tough run there by Brock Lawrence, keeping his legs moving the pile. We've talked about it. This Bangor defense looks tired right now. The Lawrence offense looks fresh. Violet's making plays for him. Lawrence is making plays. Perkins is making plays. They're clicking at the right time and they're moving the ball. This is an impressive drive. Remember, they were back at their own 9-yard line about 2 minutes to go. Now they're at the Bangor 9-yard line, about to punch it in and take the lead here. You got to give credit to the Lawrence offense. They've been very impressive on this drive.
Here we go, inside of 2 minutes. Handoff to Powers, the outside. He breaks the tackle, going in for the touchdown, Lawrence. And Lawrence puts it in for 6.
First time today, Lawrence is taking the lead. They do it with under 2 minutes left on an amazing drive. They were down at their own 9-yard line. They drive 91 yards, punch it in, take the first lead of the game, and it's a perfect time. Under 2 minutes left, up 26-24 now.
And folks, this is why they are the two-time defending Eastern Maine champions, as well as not losing a regular season game in 2 years. They will not back down. They will take your biggest punch and then punch right back.
Certainly, and they've done it today. I say the drive started at the 9. It actually started at the 20-yard line, a little ahead of the 20-yard line.
But it got pushed back.
15-yard penalty pushed him back, and from there it looked like Bangor had all the momentum. They got a great punt to pin him back. They got the 15-yard penalty to put him back inside their own 10. I mean, the Lawrence players have just responded well. If you're Coach Hersom, win, lose, or draw, you got to be. This is one thing you can take from this game and say your kids fought hard all game. They made plays when they needed to. In the biggest situations, your big-time players stepped up and capitalized and made plays when they needed to. You saw Violet and Perkins on the big pass play for big yardage. Powers running it in for the touchdown. He had a good drive, and now this extra point's going to be key. It'll give them a 3-point lead if they can make it.
Be interesting if they fake it here. Make Bangor have to score the touchdown. The kick, though, is up. And it is good, and Bangor now trails 27-24 with 1:48 to go to the Lawrence Bulldogs, as the Bulldogs have come out of nowhere here in the second half to battle back from 10 down to take a 3-point lead. And we'll see what Bangor can do here. Bangor can do quite a bit. They have a lot of speed, and we've seen in the past, you give Lonnie Hackett the ball, and things can happen.
He can break and loose at any time. That's the luxury of having a guy like Hackett, who's talented as he is. At any given moment, he can go the length of the field. put it in the end zone. That's something you got to be wary of defensively for Lawrence.
And here we go, Bangor set to return, 1:48 to go. Lawrence set to kick after now regaining the lead. For the first time in the game, Lawrence leads 27-24. Hackett, Billings back deep to return. It'll be interesting to see if they kick it to them. And they will do a squib. Hackett will field it at the 20. Trying to find some room, the 25, he breaks the tackle, spins, but hit and brought down at the 27. And now, here we go. This is when you put the pressure on, and you have a sophomore quarterback coming in the game in Sacaricia.
Making only his third career start. He's gonna be thrown to the wolves here early on in his career. See what he can do. He's going to drive his team about 72 yards if they want to take the lead and score here. And we'll see what he's made of. We'll see what this Bangor team is made of.
I would think right now you're just trying to get in field goal range. Sacaricia back to pass, throwing deep down the field, got a man. And it looks like it's broken up.
Dangerous throw there by Sacaricia, thrown into coverage at a lot of, there's a few wideouts in the area, but even more defensive backs. It's not a play. That ball's hanging in the air for a while. If you're Coach Hackett, you got to be cringing watching that thing come down.
Pass.
Fortunately for Bangor, it's only an incompletion.
Pass was intended for Hartley. Now I'm wondering here, I believe Bangor may have used all 3 timeouts here. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Sacaricia back to pass again, looking, throwing across the field to Billings, and it's dropped.
That's a costly drop. That would have been a first down there. You saw Billy. You
gotta wonder here.
Deliver a strike.
Coach Hackett not going to the run, electing to throw the ball.
Well, he's got a guy who can do it. He's got faith in his young quarterback, and he put it on the money right there. You can't be dropping the ball in the fourth quarter in situations like this. Now it's third and 10, a minute and a half left.
This is the game right here, probably.
It's 4-down territory, certainly, but if you're Bangor, you want to get some positive yardage, at least make the 4th down a little bit easier to convert.
So Sacaricia scans the defense, drops back to pass. Throwing, got a man, caught by Hartley, but only a gain of 2 or 3 on the play. And he didn't get out of bounds. Clock still running at 1:15 now. And when you got to look at that play, Lawrence dropped back almost everybody. If you're Sacaricia, that was a chance. You could have probably scrambled for that first down.
Yeah, I think he could have. It was a run-pass option to begin with. He rolled out, giving his tight end a chance to make a play there. And now we're going to probably see some of the same thing. A run-pass option maybe to the far side here, to the left side.
Inside of a minute, 47 seconds. Bangor needs to hurry. Sacaricia back to pass, scrambling with it. Looking for the first down. He's got it. And he gets out of bounds.
Picks up the first down. Big run there by Sacaricia, just putting his head down, getting to the sticks, picking up a first down. Now the clock stopped till they reset it if he got out of bounds.
First down with 38 seconds left. You would think Bangor would be calling 2 plays at a time here.
Looks like I would expect them to go to a no-huddle type offense. Shotgun for the first time tonight.
Not sure of the leg that Lawson has. We'll be curious to see. High snap. Sacaricia looking, throwing down the field. Oh, incomplete.
He had his man. He threw an absolute strike over the middle. A beautiful pass. Maybe out just a little too far off the fingertips of number 13 there, John Kelly, but a beautiful strike. And I like the poise that this young quarterback's showing right now. He's playing smart. He's playing within himself. He's taking what they're giving him. He's putting the ball where he needs to. Unfortunately, there have been a few drops, but he's playing well this drive.
2nd and 10, 27 seconds to go. Sacaricia back again. Here comes the blitz. He breaks it. Throwing, batted, caught, and he gets out of bounds again with 20 seconds to go. A lot of people thought Bangor was very youthful. They are. But I'm telling you, they have taken a team that everyone thinks is going to the state title game this year, and they've given them a war here in Cameron Stadium.
And I like the poise that the young quarterback's showing right now. I just talked about it, but this is a pressure situation, a full capacity crowd. It's their home opener. They've had the lead all game. Now they're against the wall with under a minute left, and the quarterback's being being very efficient with his throws. He's protecting the ball. He's showing great poise.
They just got to get in field goal range. If you watch, they're going to drop about 6 defenders back, Will Lawrence. But looks like they might bring a blitz here with a linebacker. He does come. Airing it up is Sacaricia down the field. Intercepted by Lawrence. And that will do it, folks. He steps out of bounds, and the Lawrence Bulldogs have come to Cameron Stadium, come from 10 points down.
17 down.
17 down, yeah.
High school football, brought to you by Page Employment and Seaboard Security. When quality matters, give Da Vinci Signs a call at 848-2234 or visit them at 21 White Pine Avenue, Route 2 in Herman, or you can check them out at davincisigns.net. For all your canvas needs, go to Bangor Canvas, where they've been doing canvas better since 1990. Give them a call at 941-6453 or visit them at their new location at 100 Dowd Road in Bangor.
Joined now by quarterback Ben Violet and wide receiver Matt Perkins, two huge contributors for Lawrence today in the comeback victory. We'll start with you, Ben. That last drive, you guys had 91 yards to go, 4 minutes left, backs against the wall. Talk about that drive a little bit.
I told my lineman boys that keep their composure, and we had more heart. We weren't going to give up, and the linemen just did a great job. We just showed a lot of heart tonight.
You kind of waited your turn behind Jack Hersom. Now this is your senior year, coming out and showing in front of the Bangor home crowd that you can play too, and your Bulldogs are for real.
Yeah. I waited behind one of the best quarterbacks Lawrence have ever had, and learned a lot from him. And I'm just so happy to have this opportunity to lead the Lawrence Bulldogs. So,
congratulations, man! You had a great game today.
Thank you.
Matt, 2 TD catches, 2 big ones today. Obviously, a huge catch on that final drive. Talk about that drive a little bit.
We just said, back at our 6-yard line, I think it was. We got 4 minutes to go. We can't hold anything back, and we did. We drove it right down and put it in.
You two seem like you've kind of formed a chemistry together. You had about 5 or 6 catches today, all of them huge catches. Is that something you guys been working on in the preseason, or?
Well, actually, I've been out for 3 weeks now, and this is my first game back. So,
wow.
It was.
Well, I'd say it's a pretty impressive debut for this man right here, and also a good job by Ben Violet, the quarterback. Guys, congratulations on a huge win.
Thank you.
We're now joined by the victorious head coach Hersom. And Coach, what a game. You guys fell behind early, battled back, never gave up. What did you say to your team in the locker room when you guys went in down to get your team fired up for that second half?
Well, when we did get down, I guess it was 17-0 right at the start. I think we made a point on the sidelines to keep our composure and to just have it be reassuring to the kids that we're still in this. We got a lot of football left, so that was important. At halftime, we thought we had some pretty good momentum, having scored that second touchdown to only be down 10. So that was another boost for us. Being in the locker room, I think our kids, really felt like there was still plenty of football left to be played, and we were in a pretty good position to make a great second half effort.
Late fourth quarter, you guys ran an option play and fumbled it. Bangor recovered it. The defense came out here, and it was just like it didn't even faze them at all. They knew what they had to do, got the job done.
Well, we try to challenge our defense, and we made a point as we sent them back out that we needed to have a stop right here, and we were fortunate that they were able to hold them a couple of yards short of a first down, and although we didn't get a great field position on the punt return, we still had a lot of life in us to move the ball down the field.
And it seems like back-to-back years, Lawrence has a great quarterback again. Talk about your quarterback's play today.
Well, these guys are, Ben, of course, this year. They just they have a lot of, just a lot of belief that they're going to be able to get the job done. And, we love Ben's personality because he's an upbeat guy. He's very confident, and I think our players feed off that. They believe that he's going to be the leader for us in our offensive huddle and get the job done. So, we love, the more we can get of that, the more we'll take.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations, and what a
Thank you.
game that was.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Cameron Stadium, Lucas. Lawrence Bulldogs come back, pull out a big win here in Bangor. Coach Hersom said, they believed in their defense. They kept saying that we can do this, we can do this. Obviously, the defense stepped up huge for them late in this game.
Defense is what has carried them to back-to-back Class A East championships. Today they're down the whole game, finally took a lead with 2 minutes left after mounting what was essentially a 91-yard drive. Just very impressive on all aspects, offensively and defensively, but I think they were putting a hole early, 17-0. Their defense stuck with it. They responded. They came up with big stops when they needed to, and then when their offense needed to step up, they did that. So it was a complete team victory, and Coach Hersom's going to be real proud of his kids.
And if you're Bangor, you're now 1-2. You're on the outside of the playoffs looking in. Not something you're used to. If you're Coach Hackett, what are you telling your team to get prepared for next week?
Just got to go back to work. You can't. If you dwell on this too much, it's going to affect the way you play next week. They're 1-2, like you said. There's still a lot of football to be played. So just stick with it. Stick with your game plan. Stick with what you do. Get ready to work Monday.
Well, that's it from Cameron Stadium. The Bangor Rams fall to the Lawrence Bulldogs 27-24. You've been watching the Page Employment Seaboard Security Game of the Week.